Andra Magistrate Court today. The 34-year-old's naked body was found on a running trail in Sandton in October, and the man was arrested shortly after. Today, the state asked for a 3-month postponement to complete investigations, but after objections from the defense, the matter was postponed to July for further probes. The accused's lawyer, Advocate Itumeleng Masako.
The letter which we have from the GPP reads, there are still substantial outstanding investigations. And we had a problem to appreciate really substantial means there's so much to be done in our understanding and can take even years on end waiting for all this to be done.
And I won't allow it to take years.
Yes. Thank you very much, Josh.
On the weather front, Gauteng will be fine tomorrow. Joburg dropping to an overnight low of 8 degrees, peaking at 28. Pretoria 12 and 30. Vereeniging 7 also reaching a high of 13. Lerato Hufela, Eyewitness News.
Eyewitness News on 947. For more, click ewn.co.za.
#MSW. You may begin to feel anxious or excited.
Honest, deliberate, engaging, uncensored.
High dosage administration can cause adverse reactions.
And most importantly, independent in mind and execution.
This is a normal response. Are you ready?
Marawa Sports Worldwide.
Tashrique Matthews is my guest, Mamelodi Sundowns midfielder.
Oh, brilliant. That is absolutely sublime. And Tashrique Matthews is on the score sheets again. Top quality. Matthews makes absolutely no mistake to double up.
You know what game that was?
Yeah, the Kaizer Chiefs game.
The Chiefs game. Your brace.
One of the big clubs in South Africa, but also my first time playing against Kaizer Chiefs. It's games you want to play.
Silo, thanks for your patience in Pretoria. Good evening. Tash is here.
I'm okay, thank you very much. It was actually my first time seeing you in action in the game against Kaizer Chiefs at the Johannesburg Soccer City. Great performance that you dished out on the night, my man. I'm actually a Kaizer Chiefs fan and I was blown away with the performances that you gave on the night.
Thank you, Mr. Robert Marawa. What a show. What a show.
Oh, Malume White Shangan.
That young man must say Malume Robert Marawa. Thank you for bringing that young man. Yeah, Kaizer Chiefs finest. And I saw him play against us and he destroyed us. Educators. We have lost our identity in soccer.
Are you blushing now? I mean, it's so full of praise, though.
No, it's just the passion in his voice that he was speaking. So I was just listening to that.
And he's a Chiefs supporter.
I heard.
Robert Marawa, live on 947. Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Sowetan Live. #MSW.
Yeah, it means a lot. I'm humbled and extremely privileged. But there is also a clear recognition that without the support of the football club, the belief that they've had in me, it would not be possible. It's also clear to me that without the football players that I happen to lead and to coach, it wouldn't be possible. Without the support of my family, my mother, it wouldn't be possible. And also without God's grace, favor, and the talent, it wouldn't be possible. So I'm extremely humbled, and I'm also grateful because I hope there's one soul that is looking down upon maybe quite a few, but maybe one in particular is my late grandfather Scarosono. I hope he's very, very, very proud of wherever he is.
Yeah, wherever he is indeed very, very proud. Congratulations to the Mamelodi Sundowns coach Rulani Mokoena, winning the best coach in the COSAFA region at the 2023 COSAFA Awards that was staged right here in Sandton last night. Oh, so many South Africans doing so well, man. Hey, Ronwen Williams being one of them, winning the award for the COSAFA Men's Goalkeeper of the Year. We got Andile Dlamini as well. She's done so well. In fact, we'll find out more from or about Andile coming up a little bit later on in the show. Looking forward to it. It's a Friday today. All sorts to look forward to over the weekend. We're live on the YouTube channel. We're live on 947 Vuma FM, Rise FM, Sowetan Live, wherever you are, in and around the country, the continent, and the world. Such an honor, such a privilege, such a pleasure. I've got a great guest coming up.
Hi, Rob. This is Andy from Rollipot. Rob, I dream of a day where soccer spectators of this country can be prioritized by PSL for a change instead of prioritizing the sponsor's interest. How do you explain that a game of Sundowns and Pirates magnitude is going to be held at a 43,000-seater stadium, Rob? It doesn't make sense. I mean, even today, the tickets that were published were gone within 3 hours. I mean, people are looking for tickets. We cannot find tickets because they're gone. Why? Because the capacity of the stadium is very low. So the logical thing that was supposed to have been done here, this game was supposed to have gone to FNB. And Rob, I understand that, all the soccer fans would want to see football close to their doorstep. And it's a good thing that, Mbombela is being given a chance. But also, logic should prevail that in cases you have big games like, your top teams, you cannot entertain taking a game to such a small stadium. It doesn't make sense. Andrew from Rodiport.
Andrew in Rudderport, thank you so much indeed. It looks like this is a popular conversation during the rounds.
So Marawa, good evening. It's Simphiwe X here from Tembisa. So I've been trying to purchase the tickets for the Nedbank Cup final, Sundowns against Pirates, but I've been to a couple of outlets, but I'm told that their systems are offline. Also try to purchase using the Ticket Pro website, but it's also not responding. So I'm not so sure whether the tickets are still available or not, because I've checked on both social media pages of Sundowns and Pirates. There's no update of such caliber. So I just want to know, sir, if you can please urgently check for us if there's someone who can really confirm the availability or the tickets are sold out. Thank you, sir.
Simphiwe X, thank you so much indeed. As I said, we're getting lots and lots of those comments coming through. We've got up until 7 o'clock to try and verify officially what the status is of the Nedbank Cup tickets.
Previously on Marawa Sports Worldwide.
Mamelodi Sundowns midfielder for the first time in studio, Tashrique Matthews. How are you feeling? You've underwined and you've hardly sat down, but you're a league champion.
My first time being a champion, and haven't been here long, and I already have a title.
Tashrique Matthews is on the score sheets again. Top quality.
So it just means that you have to continue working.
What's the magic though at Mamelodi Sundowns that you feel works?
Yeah, everyone has the same goal. You just have to follow the train, jump on it and work hard and go with the train.
I mean, you're still wearing the similar colors to your then team, Borussia Dortmund. Yeah. You'd have seen them this week earn a spot in the UEFA Champions League.
For me, I was like, it could have been me if things went a bit different.
Hashtag MSW. Hashtag MSW. Friday nights, always.
This is how we do it.
About our beloved legends. Pull up your chair. Let's chat legendary stuff. Marawa Sports Worldwide.
You know what? We're heading into Mother's Day on Sunday. Hope you're going to be spoiling your mom rotten and remembering the fact that it is going to be Mother's Day. And such a great pleasure for us to be able to share a studio with a very proud mom herself. And this legend, well, I mean, she might be gracing the small screens these days, giving us a top-class analysis. She can be also found along the touchlines. But during the heydays, though, she was just as exceptional at reading the game as she is now on the screen, as well as the dugout. I mean, such a phenomenally gifted player. And she also became a very key part of the Banyana defensive furniture for a very long time. She's since gone on to make a formidable name for herself as one of the smartest, most eloquent, disciplined, diligent analysts and coaches in the country. And I say that very proudly. And there's so much to Coach Shorty. And let's unearth all of that with Simphiwe Dludlu is my guest. Good evening and welcome. And happy Mother's Day in advance.
Thank you, Rob. It's a difficult month a bit because I lost my mom, particularly on these days 3 years ago. Like May is just a terrible month for me. So I celebrated because I'm a mom, but it hurts because somebody that I would call mom isn't there anymore. And I lost it 3 days after Mother's Day because I was in Durban doing a match. And then I flew back, saw her on a Sunday, and then Monday coming back from work, I got a call that she's not breathing. And she passed on when I got home. the paramedics had declared her dead.
Was this unexpected?
It was unexpected because I left her on a Friday.
Yeah.
And I dropped off my kids and I came back on Sunday, collected them, went to work on Monday, and then got that call from my younger sister. And she said, Mom fell and she's not breathing, she's not talking, nothing. And when I got home, I was like, try this. So I was trying CPR on the phone and all of that.
Yeah.
And she called a neighbor and all of that. When I got there, got the paramedics there. And they said, no, she didn't make it. So May is, though this year I'm trying to make it a beautiful month. So I'm just saying to it, may it be a beautiful month. May it be a month that heals me more than opening wounds. May I learn to live without her, but with her at the same time. So yeah, Mother's Day is beautiful for those that are still having somebody that they can see physically.
Yes.
You know, they must cherish that, because really my mother, I would have loved for her to see this, all that I'm doing now physically, but we move.
I mean, may it be reassuring to you as well, because you find strength in your mom. You find strength in all that she did for you. And as you've led, may we give you that strength tonight to sail through that pain.
Thank you.
And may we shower you with the praises that you deserve, because you do. May I? In front of me here, it says University of Delaware. The University of Delaware and the U.S. Olympic and Paralympic Committee hereby award the certificate to Simphiwe Dludlu in recognition of the successful completion of the requirements for the International Coaching Enrichment Certificate Program, 5th of April 2023 to 24th of April 2024. Signed by Jean Sykes, the chair and the president of the U.S. Olympic and Paralympic Committee, and also co-signed by Dennis Asanis, the president of the University of Delaware. Olympic Solidarity Certificate. I'm holding it up. If you're watching on the YouTube channel, here it is. The pride and the joy. And that is what has led her to be up and down, shuttling between South Africa, the USA, you name it, back in the country, certificate in hand. Congratulations. I mean, wow. Look at this.
Thank you.
Hey. I mean, what emotions does this evoke in you, given the sacrifice?
Rob, I specifically brought this with me today because when I graduated in 2011 with my degree in sports science, so I'm a qualified sports scientist from the University of Pretoria. So normally graduation day, my figure, you are happy, you're donning your gown, you get on the stage, you thole konke ugcotshwe kube mnandi wehle khona I-package abakupha yona oyehla nayo lapha. And as I walked, so when you go that side to take pictures and all of that, I opened it. I'm waiting to see my certificate, my degree, Pel. Gucci, bachelor's, you know, bachelor's degree in sports science, University of Pretoria. Where ngahlangana ne statement.
What did it say?
Uthi ngikweleta malini. The only win I took there was that Oksalayo. I got on the stage, graduated, got the pictures, I've got proof. So if I go look for a job, I'll show them the pictures because I don't have a degree that shows them Guti, I've actually qualified as a sports scientist. Up until now, but I managed over the years to pay off that debt.
Jeez, how big was this debt? How much?
It was a lot. So
share the lot with us.
So in 2014, when I went back to play for Banyana Banyana, we earn obviously when we are at Banyana, and I remember paying back 30-something thousand back to the university so that they can clear me, you know, and then obviously the other part was NSPAS that had paid some of it, but that one for the university, Gutibanga Tati legal action against you and all of that, I went back and paid that. So I worked hard for everything that I am. So I was paying off my university fees.
But is it clear now? I mean, that's the bottom line that I'm trying to ask, is that you're a servant of this country. You're a servant as a football player for Banyana, a servant as a coach. You were suffering through the World Cup, where you had to be doing online education. You were it was between South Africa, then there's a time difference of New York, and there's a time difference of Hey, New Zealand.
Yes.
Right? New Zealand was all part of it. So others are waking up, you're sleeping, others are sleeping, they're waking up, but you all have to be part of the same class. So what I'm saying to you is that, is there a cent that is outstanding?
No.
Cleared.
Yeah, it's
clear. That's all I wanted to hear, is that it is clear. And, I don't know. That is part of the struggle that I think people don't realize, is that when they see potential in somebody like you, instead of an association which declares that they've got money, never mind about NSFAS, they've got their own problems. The SAFA association says to you, we see you as a future coach. Can we go 70-30? Can we go 50-50? Can we go 100%? As long as you give back in terms of your coaching time once everything is cleared. I am just shocked that you have to find yourself in that embarrassing situation given the sacrifices that you put in. How can we change this so that Omunyo Dludlu doesn't encounter the same thing?
I think when Fees Must Fall movement was up, I was happy for that.
Yeah.
Because even with NSFAS, I'm still paying NSFAS.
What a disgrace.
Yeah, I'm still paying NSFAS because if I don't pay it, my kids that have to go through that and other children that have to get government fee, they won't get it if I don't pay. Just like now, it's collapsing because a lot of us that are working now, we are not paying back that money. So I decided I'm going to continuously pay that NSFAS money back, no matter how little it is, because we are not earning gazillions of money, And when you're at a university, normally universities say, we'll give you a bursary, but it's a partial bursary that you get. Normally, you don't get a full bursary. So you find your fees are 40K plus Slampuhlala Corner and all of that, food and all of those things. It doesn't cover everything. So you do find those bursaries that are able to cover everything. But sports bursaries normally don't usually cover full on unless you're a national team player and all of that. And I was a full on national team player, but we were not getting a full bursary even at University of Pretoria. So the following year, you have to register and all of that. It's blocked because you are owing. Now you must go and ask somebody, Mr. Ken, can you please ask a main campus so that they give us an hour to go register?
Yeah.
Then when they close it, we've registered. I remember Kobus van der Walt was the director of sport at University of Pretoria. I remember one year he had a scooter that he was driving, and ngamlinda because besengi boni rotini yakhe ngamlinda ngelinye ilanga I can't speak Afrikaans that well, but lelalanga nga practice iviki lonke ukuthi when I see him I'm gonna say goeie môre meneer, and bad luck ngamthola kuntambama ngithema ngifika ngathi goeie môre but uZulu goeie, so walinda. And then he was amazed ukuthi who's this young lady, and then I explained myself ngazithula ukuthi imubani, and I said meneer can you register because I'm owing, I don't know what else to do, this is my final year.
That is
yeah, because when you are traveling with Banyana and all of that, you miss out in school, and to get a perfect record, it's difficult.
Sure.
Because usecamping uphethe incwadi zakho zesikolo besijima twice a day. Mawubuya ukhathele fanele uvule incwadi sports injuries translated in English and Afrikaans from the University of Pretoria. So it was a lot that we had to do, but I knew I had an end goal. So nje wathi kimi muni worry. Come visit me in my office.
I want the Afrikaans. Yeah, the Afrikaans version of that one.
Come besoek my gaan my office kantoor. Marangamuzu kantoor khona la.
Yeah. Nie die kantoor wat daar in Mpofu is nie.
Benglazi office lakhe ukuthi likuphi. So I njengithi ngizowukoma ngathi ukoma uthi come ngizoya. And from there, he knew who Simphiwe was. And I think there's a lot of people that built into this. Kenneth Nelubalani from the University of Pretoria. He was there from the very beginning, and he tried. He would say, Shorty, angna imali yokuthi nguphe full bursary, but go and MC at Amatax. Utholi 1,000 rand lokuthi uthengi ukudla uthumela imali ekhaya. I don't have enough money. When you graduate, I'll give you. My first salary was 3,000 rands. I had a degree already. I had a KFB license.
You're going to get me fired. This Afrikaans is making me miss an ad break.
#MSW live now on 947 Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Soweto Live at the same time. #MSW.
It's time to live it up with Lotto Stars live games. Pick a card, roll the dice, or spin the money wheel. There's a live game for you. Bet now on our blackjack, poker, roulette, game shows, first person or baccarat and sickbo. The options are endless. You could win payouts of up to 10 million rand. Immerse yourself in a world of live games now at lottostar.co.za. Lottostar is licensed by the Mpumalanga Economic Regulator. No under 18. NRGP 0800 006 008. T's and C's apply. All games are fixed odds betting events.
Medical aid changes. They're normally like this. We've just had a little girl and I want to add it to my policy.
Going to have to ask her some security questions. It's company policy. What is your mother's maiden name?
At Bonitas, we make our plans flexible so you can add members easily as your life changes. Visit bonitas.co.za and get a quote today. When you need us, Bonitas. Medical aid for South Africa. T's and C's apply.
We weren't born to stand still. You know what I'm talking about. The itchy feet, constantly on the hunt for the next hustle, the next adventure, the next horizon. We get it. It's in our DNA. This inner drive to push, own our path, and be more. Which is why we're excited to introduce the all-new Suzuki Jimny 5-door.
The Suzuki Jimny 5-door, born for the urban jungle and more. Now with extra space, wireless connectivity, and rear-view camera. Suzuki Jimny 5-door, born for more.
Me, me, meow. Cats have attitude, right? And they know what's good for them. So feed their catitude with Pamper, full of the good things they need, packed with a flavor they love. And right now, when you buy any Pamper product, you can win one of 12 Pamper hampers filled with cat goodies and products featuring your cat's face. Just WhatsApp your till slip and a pic of your cat to 082 20 20 267. Cats just love Pamper. T's and C's apply.
It's Harold Net Florist Hotline. Heather on the line.
Oh, Harold, I didn't get anything for my mom last Mother's Day.
And how did that end?
With me doing handstands in the shower.
Not a position I'm familiar with.
She drowned my dinner with ghost pepper chili sauce.
I see. Ooh, and now I can't unsee.
What should I do this year?
Get out of the shower and go online. Send her some beautiful blooms from Net Florist. Order before 9 May and they'll include some free lint chockies. Net Florist. It's easy to show you care.
Malume, can you please spare some change for the boys, yeah? Okay, cool. Malume, danko. No. I need change. Posa.
Expect change everywhere with the new Streetwise One Mix. That's one piece original recipe chicken, 2 nuggets, small chips, and a free small Fanta or Sprite for just $29.90. Eba bosso ya change with the Streetwise Bossa range. KFC, it's finger licking good. T's and C's apply.
Previously on Marawa Sports Worldwide.
That's Lance David, Tashrique's agent, talking about the national team, everybody's dream.
We have played a lot of players, but the question is always, why don't we send our players to Europe? But why? Because of these type of situations. Mentally, they're saying we are doing well, but we're not playing in our national team. So it's always difficult. But like I said, and I'm not saying this of Tashrique, but I hope now, he's done his business, and I hope he gets a call up, because I think that's also every player's dream, or every South African young player dream, to play in the national team.
But yeah, for me, I feel like it's much more closer for me than the time I was in Europe.
#MSW. #MSW.
Hi, good evening, Marawa. Matsobane Sperater at Ridgeville, Mamelodi Sundowns. I'm also disappointed. The tickets were gone within 3 hours of being made available to the public. We are struggling to get tickets to the Mbambela Stadium. Can the PSL please revisit the decision to take the game to the Mbambela? At least take the game to FNB Stadium, where we'll have access and all of us will be able to enjoy Mamelodi Sundowns mesmerizing Orlando Pirates. Matsobane Sperater, Sandawana at Ridgeville. Marawa, love your show. Bye.
Hi Rob, this is Tomiati from Edenville. Rob, I will agree with the guy who just posted his audio about the tickets. Rob, I was shocked. My friends and I, we're going to watch the game in Bombela. I was surprised, Rob. I bought the last 7 tickets when I saw that they are on sale just 37 minutes ago, and I bought the last 7. It was a shock to me, Rob. It was a shock. I don't know if the demand is high, but I believe if they could have brought the game to FNB Stadium, it could have helped a lot of fans. And then the other thing, Rob, congratulations to Ronan Williams, Roland Mkwena, and Ayanda Dlamini. I don't know, Rob, what Desiree Ellis is not seeing that is being seen by everyone else in the COSAFA region. I don't know, Rob. This now needs football courts, man. If she's not good enough to play for Banyana, then Desiree Ellis has something to tell us. I don't know, Rob. Thanks, Rob.
Yeah, Dr. Desiree Ellis, as it is right now, hey? That's a big question, but having spent a little bit of time chatting to her over the weekend at the SA Sports Awards at Sun City, I believe that at some point she will come forward, she will chat to the nation, she'll address some of the issues that a lot of us keep asking about. All right, it does seem, and we are pushing to try and get an official word regarding those Nedbank Cup tickets so that we have an official statement that we can put out to you here before the 7 o'clock hour. Well, it is a Friday. Believe you me, I'm in the mood, though. I am in the mood for some epic football action of the weekend. And I know that you are too. If you're not, then I don't know. I don't know. So here's what you and I can look forward to. It is the penultimate Showmax Premier League weekend. Oh, man. Premier League about to be done and dusted. What are we going to do, guys? Hey? And with one game in hand now, Manchester City could collect maximum points, but they could already call themselves back-to-back champions. But they need to go through Fulham before they can even think of lifting that trophy. Now, Everton are looking forward to their turn at the Sheffield United brand punching bag. Oh, poor Sheffield United, man. So West Ham, they want to smash any chance that Luton Town have of coming out of relegation. And after failing to disrupt the title chase twice, Tottenham play host to Burnley, and with both of these teams hoping to end their respective runs of bad form. So Manchester United, they're going to be renewing their 130-year beef with Arsenal. Oh, that's a big game. Big game. Man United, Arsenal, 130-year beef and seeking to kill the Gunners' title dreams. Is that possible? Can Man United kill the Arsenal dreams and in flip of that, give the title to the noisy neighbors? Oh, the beautiful game of football. Remember that whether you're at your kid's play, that little play date that your kid has, or a little shopping with Bay, just be like me, man. Catch all the action live from your phone, subscribing to Showmax Premier League for only 69 Rand only. And I say this all the time. People don't believe me. 69 Rand a month. That's all you get for all the Premier League action.
Friday nights, always. This is how we do it. About our beloved legends. Pull up your chair. Let's chat legendary stuff. Marawa Sports Worldwide.
Sure, where do I even begin to describe Simphiwe Dludlu? Shorty as I know her. Obviously, we all know that she's very short but very feisty. I remember meeting Simphiwe in 2004 at the High Performance Center, and I remember this girl walking up. She was well built, strongest of arms, but what I loved about her was her confidence that she brought to herself and everyone else around her. And yeah, she was a fantastic leader throughout the years of captaining Banyana, and now I see that she's educating herself around coaching. She's coaching one of our junior national teams, and she's done fantastically well. So she has a bright future, and I'm very proud that I had the opportunity to play alongside her, and someone that is continuing to give back to women's football in our country. So congratulations on a fantastic career, and all the best for your coaching career.
Janine van Wyk, thank you very, very much indeed. I saw you smile a little bit. What does Janine mean to you? You've heard what you mean to her. So what's the converse of that?
Janine is an epitome of never settle for less. Mm-hmm. And she's always used what she can to her advantage, because she always knew that in a space of football, if you don't stand out, people forget about you. And whenever we played on the field, Tiwa Fish, I'm given a nickname, it is, you know. Yeah. But Janine has never been apologetic about anything. And that is the one thing that I took from her to say, this person doesn't care. She could care less. She's never apologetic about who she is, what she wants, and she goes for it. And with JVW, when she established that, I was like, this is a woman on a mission. Even playing with her, she's always been a leader. I've been a leader in the team, but she's always been a leader alongside me to say, Shorty, blue is blue.
Yeah.
There's no, it's
between.
bluish.
Yeah.
No. And those are the traits that I've always taken from her to say, she tells it to your face, and which is a lot of us try to be nice about things and all of that, but she's a go-getter like that. And it's heartwarming to hear her say that about me.
Sure.
What
a beautiful message.
Yeah.
Man.
Reminding me how confident I used to be, and I try to carry that with me everywhere.
Try to be. I don't know. I'm going to come back to that. I want to challenge you on something. Let me go to Deboko in the East Rand. Deboko, good evening.
Good evening, Rob, and good evening to Coach Shorty.
Good evening.
Coach, I just want to congratulate you on your achievement and also shower you with praises. Because for me, Coach, you are an inspiration, because unlike I think some of the legends must take a leaf of inspiration from your work. That you didn't wait for things to be served to you because you've played the game, but you went out and earned the badges and earned the stripes. And one cannot forget your contribution, Coach, because through your hard work and your contribution to football and the progression plans that you had, we are seeing the likes of Ukarabo, Umsawawa, Usbulelo Holeni playing for the national team at the highest level, because those players were with you at the Under-17 World Cup in Uruguay, and you not often talk about them, but I just want to shower you with praises and remind you that you are doing an exceptional work for the country and enjoy everything that you are doing. And I just want to also say that I appreciate your analysis. It's very authentic, factual, and meticulous. Thank you so much, Deboko.
Thank you.
Deboko, listen on the radio. Drive safely, man. Deboko calling us in the East Rand. Your response to that?
I often get asked, Simphiwe, why do you think you deserve to be in that space? And I say, I don't deserve to be in that space. I work hard to be in that space. A mistake we do as women in football, because this is the men's game, and I can't argue with that. We often want to compete with men in that space. Mine is to complement what's there. And that's why I tirelessly work hard to make sure, Guti, when I come in, a person, when they look at me, they say, oh, it's a woman speaking, but whatever that they were hearing was football, was facts, was hard work. So Asikis Katsuguti, I can just sit back and say, maybe, And often I don't chase glory, because often coaches that bring silverware and all of that are the ones that are respected a lot. And I want to be respected by the work that I do when nobody's watching, because those goals go out there to represent me in a long run. So that's what inspires me. So I'm really appreciative of what he's saying. But I don't speak about these players a lot. There's a lot of them that have gone through my hands where we've worked hard on when people are seeing, when people are not watching. And we work hard because I live for that. And that's what has reminded me. That picture, Yabom Sawawa, it's three of them, Karabo Dlamini, Sibulelo Holweni, and Figile Magama. The four of us came from the Under-17 Women's World Cup to go to the Senior Women's World Cup in New Zealand. That picture is significant for me because we've gone a mile.
You talked earlier on about the great work that Bra Kenneth does at Amataks at Takis. He's obviously also a very good friend of the show. He's somebody who's well respected. So many people that come onto the platform always pay their tribute to him. And I hope one day he does grant us that opportunity to host him in studio. But he's just sent a message now saying that greetings to my lovely daughter, Simphiwe. You are sitting with a knowledgeable coach with refreshing perspectives. When I appointed her as head coach of the Tuks ladies team, 7 senior players rejected her appointment and said that she was not ready to coach them. They asked me to choose between them and her. I chose her. And senior players decided to leave the team. I am vindicated by her achievement, the first black player to win the Sportswoman of the Year at Tuks. Best wishes to her. Wow. You never even whispered that story to me. Brakena, thank you so much, man. Oh, my goodness. Did you know that they walked out because they were rejecting the appointment?
Rob, that moment, I almost gave up on coaching. I had been coaching for years and coaching youth players outside of Tuks and all of that because as a student, Fantuza Mama sent.
Yes.
And I used to coach in schools. And I've been a coach in my playing days as well. Amongst grounding, I coach my teammates and all of that. And when I decided I'm taking on coaching after studying sports science as a job, I took over. And this is a team that had so many bad habits and all of that. And now you must know I'm transitioning from being a player, teammate, to being a coach in the very same team, Englalenab. So a lot of them said, and they were against me. And I didn't just get resistance lap. I remember sitting in his office and I said, I don't want to do this. And he said, no, I'm choosing you to be in that space. And that setback right in the beginning of my career is what propels me to go further and further and fight, because then I understood, good, this is my calling. Imagine players boycotting bang as a training, but influence and abanye, and when you coach, they talk back to you and all of that. But there was a lesson there. Because as fierce as I was, I came in my way or the highway because I'm the head coach.
Right.
They humbled me. And then I realized, Guti, it's our way to the highway.
Wow. But you still, I know that we had an off-air conversation very briefly during the ad break. And you mentioned something similar, that you've come very close to turning your back on the sport that you've sacrificed so hard for, the sport that you've traveled the world for, you've burnt the midnight oil for. Was it just about that incident, or were there more? There were more incidents. There was more and lots of things that happened that almost influenced you to say goodbye to this game that you love so much.
When you're in space of football as a woman in South Africa and in the world, they'll share the same sentiments, is that sometimes it's like you're put in a place to tick a box, or when you're put there, if your budget is sale, you can get that. And we are not regarded as professionals. Coaching for women is a career. I went to school for this.
Yeah.
I'm a sports scientist, deliberately said sports science because it will help me in my football coaching. Doing my UEFA B license, 4 months in the cold weather, I say Netherlands. Doing the KEF B license with an all-male, participants there, doing my KEF A license, throughout studying and doing all of those things. And I said, I should be earning a lot more than what I'm earning because this is a career for me. I know nothing else except being in a football pitch and applying myself fully. And I sat and I looked at my children and I said, what legacy am I building for them? Because as much as we could sit and say passion, it doesn't pay the bills. Economic Cyril Ramaphosa ifunu uhlakaniphe uvuge, and sometimes amakhona bakshanga, or you can't really wake up whether you like it or not. So I sat and I said, I feel stagnant now. I'd love to go overseas and coach, but on what pedigree? Yeah. I'd love to be in a space of coaching in men's football because there you can get a better contract with better salary and all of that, but where? I'm in the national teams and the under-17s, but you will not get a paycheck if I'm under 20, a senior team and all of that, And all of that came to me and I said, why am I still here? What am I still doing here? Or what am I doing wrong? I started doubting myself. And I looked at my husband and I said, Papas, I think I felt, and in the process, when you excel and you are a fighter of all of this, there's people that will fight you for your excellence.
Yes.
Same thing with Coach Rulana, I feel like a lot of us do feel it. When you excel and in a space where jail and all of that, and you get rejected along the way as well, even in spaces where you feel, can I get mentoring? Can I get this and that? And I felt like being sing and the ICCP gave me a lifeline again.
Whew. And we thank the ICCP for doing that, the International Coaching Enrichment Program, if you didn't know.
#MSW live now on 947 Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Sowetan Live at the same time. #MSW.
Hollywood Bets is offering you Flights of Fortune this May. Stand a chance to win your share of 1 million rand worth of bonus bets by betting 10 rand or more on Aviator. Enter the chat daily between 7 and 9 p.m. for a chance to reap those rewards. Bet now.
T's and C's apply. Hollywood Sportsbook is a licensed betting operator. Hollywood Bet supports responsible gambling. No persons under the age of 18 years are permitted to gamble. Winners know when to stop. South African Responsible Gambling Foundation toll-free counselling line 0800 006 008 or WhatsApp help to 076 675 0710.
The Dis-Chem Foundation is now in its 8th year of donating blankets to charities countrywide, offering warmth during the coldest months to those in need. This year, the Dis-Chem Foundation is heating it up by adding beanies and gloves to the mix. We're distributing over 10,000 blankets, beanies and gloves to the homeless, children's and old age homes and animal shelters nationwide. Thank you to our Dis-Chem pharmacies and Dis-Chem Baby City Benefit Card members for supporting us every time you swipe. The Dis-Chem Foundation, caring for the community.
Don't let power outages and defrosted freezers get you down. Dry ice is the answer. Did you know dry ice can keep your perishables cool and your frozen goods frozen during a cooling crisis? Simply place out dry ice inside your fridge and freezer. Dry ice for emergencies, your #1 resort in dark times. Visit our website www.dryice.co.za to locate a store near you today.
Want to win a car with Spar? Swipe your Spar Rewards card when you buy any participating product and stand to win one of 50 fiery red Hyundai Grand i10 sedans. Competition ends 2 June. Get 450-gram Bogoma wheat picks for just $24.99 and save 12 Rand or 2 kg Spar French Polony for just $49.99. You save 27 Rand. Prices valid from 8 May to 21 May. T's and C's apply.
Nazo, and that's why we shop at Spar.
This Saturday, Hyundai The Glen is hosting an epic family carnival. Join us for exciting deals and family fun. Plus, 947 will be there. Get up to 70,000 Rand cashback on any Hyundai this weekend. First 100 people to book their spot on Hyundai The Glen website get a prize on arrival. Visit Hyundai The Glen in Oakdean this Saturday for food, games, and great cashback deals. T's and C's apply.
It's finally here. You race down the stairs, kicking off your slippers, then slide down the corridor where you can almost feel your parcel behind the door. The next bit, all in slow motion. You reach for the handle and your cute rug, also known as your last not so practical online order, slips underneath you and then bang!
Life is unpredictable. Best be with News 24's Medical Aid of the Year. Visit bestmed.co.za. Bestmed Medical Scheme is an authorized FSP.
Marawa Sports Worldwide.
Simphiwe Dludlu.
I went 360, Rob, because I am what I am and I have all I have with a ball on my feet. I found my husband in football. I traveled the world with football. I went to school through football because of the bursaries I got to study. I was able to get my coaching licenses through being in football. Yeah. I'm not the greatest coach, but I definitely want to be a game changer. So that journey I want to take with those women, say all of it didn't go to waste.
What stopped that dream though?
The Simphiwe Dludlu Sports Lounge, and we couldn't continue recording because we needed to have those quality cameras that would be there. So we would need a place where a hotel where I can pamper my guests, where they get massage. Robbie massage utina mama massage ngapotris ulimele kubhlungu phela then bathi esesicedile sisisuku. You know the
toes.
Hello.
Yeah, but patoza.
You know so
Marawa Sports Worldwide, Monday to Friday weekdays.
Yeah, the HD cameras are there. They're live. If you're watching the YouTube channel, you'll see our guests tonight.
Friday nights, always.
This is how we do it.
About our beloved legends. Pull up your chair. Let's chat legendary stuff. Marawa Sports Worldwide.
Good evening, Mr. Marawa, ukhuluma noSibongeleni Wamkhwana, and good evening to your guest, Usisi Simphiwe Dludlu. Mr. Marawa, I just want to applaud Usisi Simphiwe for her knowledge in terms of football. I think she is among the best football analysts in SA, Mr. Marawa, and I think her experience can add a much needed value in the Banyana setup, and it's my wish to see her back there. Hey, Mr. Marawa, Usisi Simphiwe was a baller. That lady know her story, Mr. Marawa. And lastly, what I want to know from her is that since in her current job, she's been analyzing a lot of DSTV Premiership games. Which player stood out above the rest for her in the current season? Thank you, Mr. Marawa Kucho.
Thank you so much, Sibongeleni Okamkwai. Hey, but you know what? They told me where you work. I'm going to come looking for you one of these days. It's there by that very famous street there in Durban. Simphiwe Dludlu is my guest tonight, a legend in her own right, an educator, fresh from the United States of America, no twang in place, you know what I'm saying? So everything is good. Young Tazo, and you don't go there, you know, get on an aeroplane, and then they say, guys, you know, we can't take off today because there's mechanical problems. You haven't even taken off. They go make you sleep at a hotel somewhere nearby. And then one day, somebody goes there and visits you, and you've got a twang already. And then you're complaining to people saying, hey, jet lag. You haven't even taken off, but you're ready. It's jet lag. You know, I know. No, I applaud you that you came back with a certificate and not a twang. Well done. But you heard what Sibongeleni was saying.
Yes.
And he was alluding towards, like, who's your footballer of the season? You've been analyzing all of these games in the DSTV Premiership. So for you, who stood out?
There's quite a number of players that have been standing out, Rob, because sometimes when the hype is, in the second round, you worry. But you always look at the players that from day one, because consistency means you can be player of the season even the following season. Because what we've seen in the past is that player of the season, the following season, Udlalama came out 12 out of 40 or 50 matches for their team. But I think Ribeiro has come in from match day one for Sundowns. He's been brilliant. And also in that Sundowns team as well, Jackie Chan. What's his name? You see, because Jackie Chan, but he's also from South America. He's short just like me. Rob Nkumbuzi.
But Ribeiro?
No, not Ribeiro.
The older one.
He's young. He's 20. I think he's 23 now.
Bublowe Sundowns.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
last season,
he's Ayende. He's been incredible. Ayende for me has been incredible. When Debohoen is not there, when Zwane is not there, and he's overlooked a lot, so he's been an incredible player for me. And Ronwin has also been consistent. Tito is in the mix as well. So I've got a couple of them that are in there.
And the winner is?
Simphiwe Dludlu. I'm kidding.
No. We reject you in the DSTV Premiership. And the winner is?
I think the winner is Ronwin Williams.
Has to be, huh? Has to be. Otherwise, we're not watching the same football.
Asgazi Saltolu goalkeeper Ofana Naloya in South Africa.
A football player.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we can't pigeonhole him and say, no, you must win goalkeeper of the season. No. He's the footballer
of the season. Just like when Roberto Carlos, as short as he was, and he was the first defender to get World Footballer of the Year, because it's always the attacking players and all of that. So he goes against the tide. Yeah. So Ronwin for me has also gone against the tide, and he has been incredible for Mamelodi Sundowns.
A lot of people praising your analysis. Eh?
Hi, Brarop, Sir JC Tebe here. Good evening to all the MSW shareholders. Brarop, if my pastor calls you to say that why am I getting to church late on Friday, then you should be the one accounting for that. You got me excited. You got my favorite coach there, Coach Simphiwe. I can't go into the church now. I'm gonna wait up until she leaves the studio at 7. What a humble soul. What a good human being. What a very good analyst. I normally don't watch, but now that she's doing the analysis there, I listen to her. I just go there. I remember one coach, I think he was coaching Bafana.
he said he was with the Coach Simphiwe and said to Coach Simphiwe that you are such a good analyst. I thought you are just tweaking, but I can see that you know what you're tweaking about. And yeah, happy Mother's Day to her, and then wish her all the best in her coaching career. What a beautiful, humble human being she is. Good show, Rob, as always.
Oh man, CJ Sitebe, missing church. Causing people to have problems with their pastors. Shame on you. What kind of a human being are you?
May God bless us.
Amen. CJ, maybe a quick response, man. Lots of love shown to you from him. And I don't disagree with anything he said.
Rob, some of the comments I get on the socials, among are not positive. A person would say, hey, let us stick to women's football, guys, and all of that. And I love those. And when I interact with those guys, I actually don't fight with them. And people ask me, Simphiwe, are you not going to fight? No, because football is a game of opinions. And something is wrong now. Because inja ikonkoti mote hamba enga ikonkoti siyazi ukuthi ishaya 69 khona. So mina I enjoy that. I enjoy the interactions with the people and I strive for that. Rob, I strive for that. I'm in this space because it's on merit. I'm not entitled. I need to be on that space. Nami as a subject matter. The coaches that I've been on coaching courses with and all of that have always said, Guti, you must be an expert in your field. And I strive to be that because what I say must be factual, not by feeling, not by liking, not by how I feel on the day, but factual, because mine is to teach, educate, and entertain, and in the process, be able to give the next person hope to say, if a woman can do that in that space and own it, she's there to complement what's there, not to compete, then all of us should be striving for that excellence.
I've worked with you there in Randburg. You were analyzing the men's games. You were making some of the analysts who were male go for regular smoke breaks.
Well, Simphiwe Dludlu, someone I'm very proud of. From humble beginnings, came to the High Performance Centre in Pretoria. Top player, played in Banyana, went on to university, a graduate in sports science. Went on to coaching, has a UEFA B, CAF A, now the under-17 coach, high-performance coach. I couldn't be more prouder, and she really is a legend in women's football. Top player, top coach, so really proud of what she's achieved.
Fran Hilton Smith, I'm going to just play all these tributes because there's so many pouring in, and I'm going to give my guest an opportunity to just wrap it up at the end of the show. All of these positive tributes coming from both known, unknown, it doesn't matter. These are important people for the show and important for our guest.
Simphiwe Dludlu, there's so many things I can say, but I'd like to say thank you for your contribution to women's football. I'd also like to thank you for your contribution as a player, but more importantly, as a coach. You work with very, very young players and you have assisted us in bringing some of those players through to make their mark in Banyana, and we thank you and appreciate you for that. May you continue to be that beacon for the young ones out there. May you continue to change lives and create opportunities. And I'd like to say thank you for your support always. Together we are stronger, and stay blessed, and may the good Lord bless the work of your hands. And remember that together we can, and thank you, legend. We appreciate you. God bless.
Dr. Desiree Ellis, another tribute pouring in. Thank you so much, Coach.
Hi, Coach Simphiwe. It's your girl Sticks in the building. You are an incredible human being before a coach, and I wish you nothing but the best in life. You've been awesome as a player as a senior player next to me back in the days, and also awesome coach. You've been fantastic.
Sticks and stones may break your bones, but congratulations for last night.
Hi Rob, you are hosting one of the best football brains I've met in my life, Coach Simphiwe. not just a top football brain, but a great human being. Her human relations, personality that she brings in a team environment are second to none. There is no doubt or question about obviously her footballing brain. But I always say that sometimes the philosophy of a coach is an extension of their personality, and she's a true example of that. I enjoyed the time working together with her, in the national team. She'll always have my respect, and all those sleepless nights and the window shopping we did in New Zealand to keep us sane during a very difficult time and competitive time during the World Cup. And she would just say to me, let's go for a walk, let's go. And we'll go to Gucci stores and dream and say one day we'll come in here and do shopping, But yeah, that is the kind of a person she is, a great person you have there with Europe. And all the best, Coach Shorty, and thank you, Rob.
Simphiwe Mali, thank you so much indeed. I didn't know you go for imaginary LV shopping sessions. Hey?
Rob, isatisfaction yokungena kwistolo wazi ukuthi you won't afford it. But sengike nganyathela lapha.
You're inside.
We are inside. Yeah. So umuntu bekuphikisa ethi you don't have ngithi ngike ngangena suke wangena wena LV store.
Inside.
Ngenile eGucci store ngabuza and with respect they come to you, hi ma'am, how are you? Yabo. And
they offer you something.
Yes.
I believe they give you warm towels and champagne. I believe they vacuum clean the carpet there as you walk in.
Mangqeda ukuthatha yonke leya embracement ngiyahamba ngiyogena account yami ke ngiyoshopha khona. Angina stress. Futhi angina stress.
Good evening, Rob and Simphiwe. This is Moiketa from Emden South. First of all, I'd like to congratulate Coach Simphiwe. I really like her. I remember watching Banyana Simphiwe with the blonde hair. That was like my favorite because I also used to play soccer and I used to look a lot. Used to look up a lot to all the ladies that played at the back. She is one of my favorite. Her and Janine made my love for Banyana like grow really big. And yeah, I wish her well for the future and keep doing well, keep shining. May you heal, like you said at the start of the show, and I wish you all the best, really.
Oh man, so many messages, YouTube messages, social media, all over the place. Hey, let's go shopping some more.
Good evening, Mr. Marawa, and good evening to your guest, Simphiwe Dludlu, the scientist, the coach. Every weekend, I look forward to listening to her analysis alongside the likes of Dr. Kumalo, the Aaron McQuenas of this world. She is doing good, man. She is doing good, and as a coach, she is achieving daily, every day. Congratulations, my sister, for doing us proud as South Africans and for giving our ladies courage that they can do something in sports. It's Moses Mokwena Kwaila. Thank you.
Oh, Mose. I think wrap it up here. You've had Simphiwe Mali, you've had Andy Ledlamini, you've had Desiree Ellis, Fran Hilton Smith, you've had various callers, you've had social media. I don't know. TV. 20 seconds.
Thank you to all these people that are supporting me tirelessly from day one, and I'd like to add more people to my list. Sponsors, funders, brand manager tata brand Simphiwe Dludlu to the next level. Brands you won't miss it. I'm there for it because ICCP allows me to be a long-term athlete development specialist for women's football, specifically for women's football. I've never heard of it in South Africa, Africa, and all of that, but LTAD exists, and this is first for women. So I'm playing to the gods that may be, the powers that may be, as I walk out of here, let's sign on that paper because I really want to make women's football go even further. I want to add more value to it. So those that made my dreams come true, I want to continuously do this because this is a career that I'm taking furthermore as a LTAD specialist, women's football perspective. If you find ibonil office yam angazi ngizongena ninguyo, but I'm just pleading to all of you out there ukuthi ngiyacela ngicela usizo lwenu.
I've got nothing further to say. She said it all. All the brands out there. There's a brand behind this microphone called Simphiwe Dludlu. Reach out, find her, and make her make business for you. Our business is done.
#MSW live now on 947 Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Soweto Live at the same time. #MSW.